So this is going to be kind of a dark recording, like a dark video. It's a dark topic, but basically, one bit's going to be kind of, let me just explain. One bit's going to be dark anyway, let me explain. The first thing I'm going to say is you should always work on being the best version of yourself, working on, being perfect, work on, you should always try. You should always go in the direction of ultimately doing the right thing, being a good person. That's what you should always, go for. You should always work on being amazing, or you should work on being incredible, or you should work on being great and amazing. Did I say amazing? Yeah. But that's what you should aim for. Be the best version of yourself. That's what you should aim for. And then the other thing, which I'm going to say, which is kind of dark, it's just the fact that, ultimately, why do you care? This is kind of a different point, but why? This is kind of like the opposite of what I just said, but it's just, I guess I like to throw different ideas just to keep people thinking. Why do you care? Right, this idea of being a good person. Why do you care to be a good person? Seriously, why do you care? It's if you want to take things on a really deep level, you'll realize that the world we live in, there's lots of assholes in the world, there's lots of pricks in the world, there's lots of cunts in the world, lots of nasty people out there, mean people, bad people, and ultimately, these people are going to try and ruin your life, be horrible to you, and bully you, and make you feel bad about yourself. Some people might be abusive to you. I know in my case, for example, I live with somebody who's abusive. He's an abusive, sadistic prick. He's autistic, and he abuses me. He hates on me, and he mistreats me. And you got to understand this desire to be a good person. It can be kind of strange. It can be kind of weird. Like, the desire to be a good person is kind of weird because of the fact that if we live in a world full of assholes, if there's so many assholes in the world, so many pricks in the world, so many cunts in the world, so many bullies in the world, why the hell, why are you so concerned to be a good person, right? It's, at the end of the day, like I say, so there's so many assholes in the world, so, why do you care, right? It's very easy in a world like this because there are so many bad people in the world, so many nasty people out there, so many abusive people, and it's very easy for you, to become, a bad person yourself, for reasons such as ultimately it's like this thing, it's like a war, isn't it? So people are being, nasty to you, abusive to you, so you want to stick up for yourself, you want to hurt them, you want to hate the hater, you want to bully the bully. It's an eye for an eye. You got to understand that you're a human being, you need to respect that fact. You can't just sit there and take it. If someone's being an asshole to you, you need to punch them in the face. You need to fucking tell them where to go. If someone calls you a mong, you got to say something like, "You're the only mong here," or "You're the mong," or "You're a mong," whatever. You're the mong, whatever. It's just, because life is dark. Just because, like I said, there's a lot of dark people out there. There's a lot of evil, nasty people out there. Lots of bad people out there. The majority of people, a lot of people. I don't know, it's hard for me to speak for other people because I don't really take too much notice, to be honest, but I'm going to get the impression that most people hate themselves, and, that's, why a lot of people have really shitty behaviors, and, a lot of adults can't grow up, a lot of adults haven't grown up, they're still children, they still act like children, they're still nasty to people, and You know what I mean? It's just like, this is the world we live in. So it's important to stick up for yourself and to hate the hater. And, that's it, really. I mean, ultimately, like I say, it can lead you to taking things like drugs and stuff just because it's not it's not your fault. If people are being nasty to you, you know, you might want a release, you might want some drugs to make you feel better, like heroin or whatever. It's like, you know, fundamentally on the deepest level, nothing matters. I mean, apart from art, but apart from that, nothing matters. So, you know, take it really deep, you don't even matter. And I know it's a very dark thought, but it's, you know, it's, you know, if life doesn't matter, it's, you know, it opens the door to you doing, you know, like I say, illegal things such as taking heroin, for example. Because like I say, if people are being abusive to you, if people are bullying you and stuff, you know, it's like, it can be a very stressful thing, and it can be a very depressing thing, and, you know, a very sad thing, and it can lead you to doing things like heroin. And, I'm not encouraging anybody to do heroin, but I'm just saying, you know, if you do it, it's okay. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to judge. I don't judge, you know. You don't know what people are going through. So people do things, you know, illegal things, like drugs, for example. And, you know, you gotta leave them alone. You know, you gotta leave them alone. It's the fact that you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their situation is like. So, you know, leave people alone. You know, it's not a case of like, oh, let them get away with it. It's not like that, right? It's not like that. It's like, it's almost in heroin. It's like, oh, we should put them in jail. It's not like that. You know, it's not. I don't like the expression "get away with it" because it's not like that. It's you know, let's treat this person. Let's love people. Like, people are there to be loved. So let's treat them with care. Let's empathize. You know, if they need help, do you know what I mean? Like, if they need help, you know, maybe go to hospital or whatever. But I mean, like, it's the doctor needs to, you know, we need to care about these people. You know, we don't need to treat them like fucking animals. You don't know what a person's going through. If someone's been abused and they end up doing heroin, throwing them in jail is not the fucking answer. That's just fucking cruel. That's fucking cruel. You don't treat a person like that. People are there to be loved. It's a human being. And like I say, that poor motherfucker, that poor soul is like getting abused. So if he does some heroin, just leave him alone. And, you know, I mean, you can help him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can care about him. You can empathize with him. You can give him help. Let's not just, you know, the problem is that so many people have got this, you know, oh, they've got to be punished mentality. And it's like, that's not the fucking answer. That's not the answer. You know, these people have been abused. Like, if someone's getting abused and they're doing heroin, let's empathize with them, you know? I mean, if they're doing heroin, they're probably not the happiest with people anyway. So throwing them in jail and then hating on them it's just not fair. It's not fair. It's cruel, and it's not, you know, it's not big of you to hate on that person. You know, the problem that people don't, you know, too many people people just don't care about people. And, you know, the idea of loving people, it just, like, goes over people's heads, and they just don't care. They're just like, what, love people? Well, fuck off, mate. Just, like, fucking, I don't give a fuck about him. You know, I don't care. All I care about is myself. And fucking, this fucking pathetic mentality is just, like, you know, it says a lot about you if you think like that, you know. Someone, you know, does something illegal, you know, and it's, you know, it's important to empathize with these people. It's important to treat them like human beings. Alright, bye.